Live, local, now. This is WMBF News, today at 7.
And a very good Saturday morning to you. I'm Eric Richards. Thanks for being here on TV and wherever you stream. Meteorologist Matt Bullock has our updated first alert forecast, including when the rain will move out of our area. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Eric. We're first alerting you to a wet and stormy Saturday. Now, we do have a level 2 risk for severe weather remaining in place for our entire viewing area. And as we look at our first alert radar, widespread showers, some pockets of heavy downpours in northern Horry County into Aner, Green Sea, even into Marion County. And look at our future radar, we're going to continue to see those widespread showers with those pockets of heavy downpours arriving between about 8 and 9 a.m. But then as we head into lunchtime, the bulk of the showers heads northward. We're going to have a brief dry period, but with chances for those isolated showers. But once again to the evening hours, we're going to see the cold front move through, and this is going to give us a chance for that isolated severe storm threat as that cold front begins to push through. So the timing between that, sometime between 3 to 7 o'clock. So as we look at your 12-hour planner, widespread showers in the morning, and then the isolated severe weather threat as we head into the afternoon. I'll talk about what kind of impacts we'll see coming up my first alert full forecast.
And with these storms rolling in, now is the perfect time to make sure that you're prepared. Just take out your phone and scan the QR code on your screen right now to download the free WMBF First Alert Weather app. We'll keep you in the know with live radar and hour-by-hour forecasts throughout the day right here at the palm of your hand. Breaking news now, the Robeson County Sheriff's Office needs your help in finding 36-year-old Sylvia Chavis of Fayetteville. The department says that she was last seen in the Lumberton area. She stands 5'3" at 180 pounds, brown hair with green eyes. If you know where she is, you can call deputies. That number 910-671-3170. In your crime alert this morning, a man is walking free for now, accused of threatening a woman here in the Grand Strand. Records show 18-year-old Jeremiah McCree posted bond Thursday, just over a week after police say that he allegedly pulled a gun out on his ex-girlfriend outside of a Myrtle Beach adult education campus on North Oak Street. We know that he's charged with pointing and presenting a gun, but it's still unclear when he is due back in court. Meanwhile, the search for a suspected Horry County arsonist is now over. Deputies arrested 35-year-old Ryan Palmer on Thursday, more than a month after they say he allegedly set fire to a crawl space in a Loris area home with 2 people inside. He's now being held under $30,000 bond, facing a handful of charges, including 2 counts of attempted murder. New this morning, the Myrtle Beach fire investigators are looking into a fire at a DoubleTree hotel in Myrtle Beach. Firefighters got the call about smoke coming from a room of the hotel off of Spring-Maid Boulevard just after 5:30 in the afternoon on Thursday. Hotel guests were safely evacuated, as you can see right there, and the fire was quickly put out. No injuries were reported, as the cause of the fire remains under investigation. New details this morning on a brand new law allowing most adults in our state to legally carry a gun without a permit. Ashley Listrom spoke with a weapons expert here in Horry County and explains what the new law entails and what you need to know.
While this new law allows you to carry a gun without a permit, experts are still urging you to get some training before picking up a gun. Governor Henry McMaster signed the permitless carry bill into law yesterday afternoon, allowing anyone 18 or older to carry a handgun openly or concealed without a permit or required training. While this loosens gun laws across the state, it also increases penalties for people who illegally carry, such as convicted felons. Paul Airy, the store manager at Myrtle Beach's Palmetto State Armory, tells me to buy a gun from a licensed firearm dealer, you still have to either pass a background check or have a concealed weapons permit known as a CWP. But experts like him still encourage you to take the course for your safety.
If nothing else, it gives you more understanding of the laws in the state of South Carolina and also other states as well, potentially. Much is covered in that 8-hour course, along with a little bit of some firearm certification where you actually have to shoot and qualify.
I've reached out to several law enforcement agencies to see how this new law will impact them, but no one was available to talk today. Reporting in Myrtle Beach, Ashley Listrom, WMBF News.
Ashley, thank you. We now have an update this morning on an investigation we've been following for months. A judge has officially filed a permanent injunction against the Myrtle Beach so-called Yellow House. It keeps the notorious boarding home shut down for a year. Our investigative reporter, Ali Espinoza, is in the control room breaking down the new details she's uncovered and what led to this decision.
This new order includes testimony from Myrtle Beach police officer Steph Perrin, who I've spoken with before about the home. But the documents reveal what she has witnessed at the home herself.
The permanent injunction order filed yesterday stems from the very first time the Yellow House, now painted blue, was put on the solicitor's radar, which was back in December of 2018. It keeps the homeowner Joe Rideout Jr. from leasing, operating, or using the house. In this most recent order, Officer Steph Perrin states from January 2nd of 2018 to February 6th of 2019, there were 5 drug overdoses where a person was revived. Documents show from February 7th, 2019 to February 6th of 2020, the home was closed due to a temporary injunction. Once opened again, Officer Perrin testified that between June 24th of 2020 and July 28th of 2020, there were 4 drug overdoses where 2 people were revived and 2 others died. 15th Circuit Solicitor Jimmy Richardson has worked with the city of Myrtle Beach on the nuisance filing. He believes it is possible for Rideout to face criminal charges, but it'll be a separate investigation for police.
The hard thing for police is to be able to tie the overdose or the bad act to someone selling to that particular person, and personal contact.
And that was Ali Espinoza reporting. We apologize for the end of that. As we continue here, Sports Director Dave Acker joins us with your Saturday morning sports report. As we go to break, these are just some of the stories you can find right now on WMBFnews.com and our free WMBF News app at 7:07. And the rain continues, Matt Bullock.
Yeah, today's one of those days you want to keep that WMBF First Alert weather app on hand with you, because during the morning hours, we're going to see widespread rain, heavy at times by late morning, 8, 9, 10 o'clock. But once into lunchtime, the first round of showers will end. But as we head into the late afternoon, early evening, that cold front will bring a chance for a few showers and thunderstorms, and 1 or 2 of them being on the strong side. So as we look at the stormy Saturday recap, we're going to see soaking rain through the morning, heavy at times, 1 to 2 inches of rain during the morning hours. And then as we head into the afternoon, that cold front pushing through. And again, as I mentioned, 1 or 2 storms maybe on the strong side, which is why our area is still under that level 2 risk for severe weather. Now, the main threats, as I mentioned, heavy rain, overall totals 1 to 3 inches likely. And then as we head into the afternoon, as that cold front moves in, 1 or 2 storms capable of producing gusty winds up to 40 miles per hour. The tornado threat is very low, but we can't rely on an isolated quick spin up. So as we look here Saturday, chances, morning hours, heavy rain, no severe weather, midday clearing out. But as we head into late afternoon, early evening, that's when we're going to see the few lingering storms, that low severe weather threat, and then the rain ending tonight, leaving us with a beautiful Sunday ahead.
Task force meant to help determine what to do with a former Horry County school property is now on pause. It comes barely 6 months after the city council put it together. Julia Richardson is at the old Whittemore Elementary site with more on why the task force has been put on pause.
This task force was meant to give the city recommendations about what to do with this site right behind me. But when I talked with a former member, he said the direction the group was going wasn't feasible. The city already owns 11 acres of land from the old elementary school, but they're waiting to see if Horry County Schools will also turn over the former Whittemore Park Middle School. City Councilman William Goldfinch says they want to put plans on pause until they know what will happen with the middle school land. One former member of the task force, Richard Lovelace, says while this is true, there is more to the story. He says he stepped down from the task force because he felt members put together a plan for the elementary school that wasn't realistic. Lovelace tells me the plan cost more than what the city of Conway has spent on its most expensive building. He says task force members decided to stop allowing city officials in their meetings.
The task force is presently constituted without the city staff. And without the funding to hire the professionals they need to develop the empirical data they have to make a recommendation, it can't function. It's not equipped to function.
A spokesperson for Horry County Schools tells me she doesn't have a timeline for HCS's plans for Whittemore Park Middle. In Conway, Julia Richardson, WMBF News.
All right, Julia, there's much more news ahead in our next half hour, including a closer look at added technology being used in Horry County school buses to catch stop arm violators and the critical role bus drivers are playing in it.